In this video, we'll do 3 questions from the chapter Quadrilateral. That's for class 9th. Now let's begin with the first one. So in the first question, it says, in triangle PQR, median PS is produced to point T such that we have PS is equal to ST. So the first thing that we will draw is to make a triangle. And I name this triangle as PQR. This is PQR. And we are given the median here. So what is a median? Median is a line joining the midpoint of a side with its opposite vertex. And the name of the median here it is, what is it? PS. So PS is the median. Further it says that this median PS is produced to another a point. Let's say if I produce this median, I'm producing this median here to another point. Let's say I extend this median and this is produced to a point say T over here such that PS is equal to ST, right? And what we need to prove here that this is prove that the PQRT is a parallelogram. That means we need to join the other. So the other points that we need to join here is what? T with R and Q with T. So we need to prove this figure or this quadrilateral a parallelogram. The first thing what we know that here QS is equal to SR, right? This is because it's a midpoint. S is the midpoint because you know that uh, PS is a median and line joining the midpoint of a side with opposite vertex is median. So P, we have this line is equal to this and this is equal to this. So what you can see here that the diagonals of this quadrilateral bisect each other, and when we prove that the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. So all you just need to write in exam is you first write QS is equal to SR and you mention that this is because it is given, right? And both information is given. PS is equal to ST. For the same reason it is given, and therefore we'll say that PQTR is a parallelogram. And the reason here is what? Diagonal. And what's the reason here? The reason is this, that if the diagonals of quadrilateral bisect each other, then we say it's a parallelogram. I repeat, if you prove that the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. That's how we'll do the first one. Let's move to the next. In the second question, as you can see, a figure is given where PQRS is a rhombus. So this figure PQRS is a rhombus that's given. And further, it's given that the diagonal PR, we can see that the diagonal is PR is produced to point T. Further, if angle SRT, well, this angle is mentioned as how much? 152 degree. We have to get the value of angle X and angle Y. Now, for the first part, Y, we'll get Y first because you know that diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. So clearly this angle is 90. So straight away we can write angle Y is equal to 90 degree. Right. Once we got the value of Y over here, how to get the X? Now check here, these two sides are equal, right? You know that in a rhombus, all sides are equal. So I can mention any of its two sides are equal. Let's say if I take this triangle, here I can say that this side SR is equal to this side, that is PS. And the reason is all sides of rhombus are equal. So if it is true, then we can write their opposite angles as equal. So I can mention this angle should be X. This angle should be X for the same reason. Angles opposite to equal sides in a triangle are equal. Right? I repeat that the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So when two sides of a triangle are equal, then their opposite angles like this should be equal to this angle. So now we can see that this angle is X here. This angle is X. Now check here, it's forming a linear pair. As you can see, it's a straight line given. So I can write the sum of these two, that is angle X plus 152 is equal to 180 degree. That implies angle X will be what? 180 minus 152. So it comes out to be how much? 28. Yeah, it should be x as 28, and y we have already got as 90 degree. Over there, the reason was that rhombus, diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Now we are on the third question. It says ABCD is a square. Yeah, we are given ABCD a square mentioned, and what else it says? It says a line BM intersects CD. Yeah, that says BM intersecting the side CD at point M, and the diagonals AD. It is also intersecting the diagonal AD at point O, such that we have an angle given as 70 degree. And what is it? This is angle mentioned is 70 degrees. This, right? So the angle mentioned is this as 70 degree. What we have to find is angle A. So where is angle A? Yeah, this is angle A over here. Now what we can do is the first part, let's say we can get this angle, right? 70 degree. This is because vertically opposite angles, right? This is because of vertically opposite angle. These two angles are equal. And further, what do we know? That diagonals of a rhombus, sorry, square bisect opposite angle, right? Diagonals of a square bisect opposite angle. And further, we know that each angle of a square is 90 degrees. So if this is 90 degree, then I can say that this will be 45 degree. Well, the reason is very simple, that each angle of a square is 90 degrees. So this will be 45 degree. That is the angle. This will be 45 degree here. I should write down the angle which I'm talking about here. Angle ODM is equal to 45 degree, and you can provide this as the reason here. Now check here in this quadrilateral triangle, right? We know that the exterior angle of a triangle, where A is the exterior angle, right? A is an exterior angle. So exterior angle of a triangle is what? Is equal to sum of its two interior opposite angle. So angle A comes out to be 70, 115. It should be 115 degree is the answer for this part. We have used two properties here. That is, one is this, and the other is exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its two interior opposite angles.